In other news tonight, the reported plan of a House Solon to file an impeachment complaint against Vice President Jejomar Binay is unlikely to get the needed support. Let's have the details from Freddie Abando.
Congressman Edgardo Eriza's plan to file an impeachment complaint against Vice President Jejomar Binay has no prospect of taking off since Speaker Feliciano Belmonte is against the move. The decision of the Speaker is gaining support from members of the Liberal Party and the ruling majority in the House. Political pundits agree with Belmonte since the House has to spend more time to act on key bills to address major concerns of the President to address the projected power crisis in Luzon for the summer of 2015 and the approval of the proposed Bangsamoro Basic Law to implement the peace agreement between the government and the Moro Islamic Liberation Front.
Huwag nang dumaan sa mga impeachment proceedings kasi next year, by this time next year, wala na. Nagpa-file na ng mga certificate of candidacy yan. Babayaan na natin ang bayan ng humusga. So, wag na ang Kongreso ang humusga. Bayan na ang siyang humusga kung sino karapat-dapat. Total na ilalabas naman lahat ng issues.
It's going to be difficult given the circumstances right now. Maybe if the Liberal Party as a party would close ranks and really use their numbers, maybe the prospects will be better. But we don't see that at this point.
Former President and Manila Mayor Joseph Estrada stressed the string of cases of alleged corruption under investigation in the Senate led by Senators Trillanes and Cayetano will eventually clear Binay of any wrongdoing. Estrada said Binay is the victim of a demolition job to erode his lead in the race for the presidency in 2016. De Vera is confident the Vice President will eventually recover lost ground.
I believe that these problems of the Vice President, he will overcome everything here. And he's still the best bet of the opposition. These are all demolition tactics. I still believe that the Vice President will overcome all these problems and maintain his rating. After that, he's still number one. So I believe that he will maintain that all throughout.
It can bring down the survey ratings of the Vice President, but it's impossible to predict at this point whether it will be to the level that he will be a damaged candidate. It's impossible to predict that at this point in time because 2016 is too far off in the future.
In the meantime, former Congressman Jose Pepin Cojuangco is confident the Vice President will prevail against his political foes. Cojuangco questioned the integrity and credibility of Senators Trillanes and Cayetano in conducting the investigation.
The bottom line is the people that are criticizing him have nothing to sell for themselves. I mean, I think what when we talk about politics, we talk about elections and things like that. The idea is to be able to sell yourself. I mean, you build yourself up and you show the people you deserve to be elected, not by destroying the reputation of your opponent. I don't think that's politics, especially when you know that it's all made up, and you can see very clearly how things are working.
Cojuangco is the brother of the late President Corazon Aquino and uncle of the President. In the 2010 elections, the President of the Philippine Olympic Committee supported Binay's quest for the Vice Presidency. Cojuangco said Binay was among the first to support the opposition in the 1978 interim Batasan elections, fought and defended his sister, the late President Corazon Aquino, against 7 coup attempts.
The reason why I think highly of the guy is I worked with him. I worked with him in 1978 when there was martial law, when people were afraid to be known to be against the administration. And he came over to me and helped me out in our campaign for Noli. And as a matter of fact, he was one lawyer that worked with me in having some of our leaders released from from jail.
For the People's Television Network, this is Freddie Abando reporting.